Hey guys, I'm finally doing my spiral rod set tutorial. So here in the first half of this video, you can see me combing through pretty much my stretched hair. Now you can start on blow dry hair, stretched hair, it's whatever your preference. I spray my hair with water first, and then I'm going to apply the foam wrap. The reason why I use a foam wrap, for me, it allows my hair to have more definition and still not have the sticky residue. That's why I like the Lotta Body foam wrap. Now everybody's hair reacts differently, so whatever you're comfortable with, you should use. I twist the root of my hair because there's a little attachment that's like a clip on the tool, so it's easier. I've tried doing it regular without twisting it, but your hair won't stay on, and the problem with these tools is that your hair will slide off. Even when putting it in a cap, I found the tool will just fall off, or I'm just walking around the house and it just falls off. So once you put it in there, what I like to do is I like to twist and then wrap my hair within each ridge. So twist and then wrap the hair within each ridge. Once you get your hair in the ridge, you're pretty much successful in this hairstyle. It's nothing to it. It's different with a flexi rod, because with a flexi rod, you're just kind of hoping that you're doing it in the way that they described or you're seeing. With these are a little bit better as a cheat because you can twist it or you can wrap it regularly. As long as you're just doing that within the ridge, you're going to pretty much get a flexi rod hairstyle. And that's the little part that secures at the end. I ran out of rods, honestly, in this tutorial. So I even used flexi rods towards the back of my hair. And that bobby pin right there is what I use to clip my hair in at the top to make sure it doesn't slide out. And make sure you just do it correctly, because if you don't, it'll still slide out. I personally would have rather done this on wet hair, because I feel with wet hair, you're allowed to kind of manipulate your hair a lot better, and the density is not as thick. Even though I have fine hair, when my hair is in this state, it is still thick. So, to a sense. So, if you have thick hair or normal blow dries, this is going to need a lot of tools, and I only use 2 packs, so that's why I ran out of it. So, I recommend doing this on wet hair and using the foam. Now, I have used some butters or creams in the past. Butters may make my hair too heavy, and cream, I like Camilla Rose Naturals, her styling cream. But just for me and my preference, I rather, the Lotta Body foam wrap. It's not too many foam wraps that I do like, because some of them just are too sticky. They weigh your hair down. But that's probably the only one besides Carol's Daughter's Hair Milk, that styler, that I really like and prefer to use. But as you can see in this, I'm struggling myself. This is just no easy task, especially when doing it by yourself and you don't have anyone to help you. So make sure you're taking your time and that you're getting it in each ridge, because if you're not getting it in each ridge, it's just not going to come out. It's going to come out the way it looks in my video, on my brief little tutorial on Instagram, where I first got these and was trying these out and didn't really know that you had to get it within the I kind of figured, but I was being lazy because I was so frustrated. But it's going to come over like a wave kind of if you're doing it over the ridge instead of in between the separations. So this is my second time doing it, and I feel like this was more successful because I took my time. I had nothing to do today. And you can sleep in this. Like I said, I had nothing to do, so I just let these dry. And they were still wet even after several hours. So if you have like nothing to do, I recommend, letting it dry, or sleeping in them if you want to. These are kind of painful. My head was hurting with these in my head. So I've been told that they're not that bad to sleep in. But I'm not comfortable sleeping in these. Even when I sleep in flexi rods, by the end of the night, like, I'm pulling half of them out and pin curling them. So it's just your preference. Whatever you really like to do is on you. But if it was me, I would do this whole style. If I was to do this style again, I would do it on wet hair and sat under dryer. I think it would have come out really more defined, and these curls will last better. And you'll get more out of the foam wrap, because when you're using a styler like a lot of body, it's, you know, really tailored for like really hairstyles to last and look more uniform. And those two little fingers are working hard, honey. Also, the reason why I say do it on wet hair is because you're going to get a lot of shrinkage out this hairstyle. As long as my hair is, as you can see, my hair is not coming all the way to the bottom. It's stopping at a point. So it really doesn't matter. Wherever your hair stops, it's just where it's going to stop. You know, in order to get some length out of it, I tend to pull the curls down, and you'll see when I'm separating how I separate my hairs. I pull the hair down first, and then I separate my hair only to get some length, and I still pick sometimes through the curl. Now at the back right here is where I'm going to start using the flexi rod. And you're going to see me struggling because I was trying to figure out, trying to remember the pattern of how the spiral rod was so I could mimic it with the flexi rod, because I didn't want the curls to look too different. And you'll see, like, it really doesn't look any different at all. But I think this is a good little cheat for women that are transitioning and have a hard time grasping the flexi rod sets, like the way you're supposed to do it, the technique. So this is a good way for them to play around and get comfortable to be able to try and have a successful flexi rod set. Or if you've just been natural and it's just hard for you to really do it and it's just not working. Some women I know have watched my videos hundreds of times and cannot grasp the technique. And they've watched other people and can grasp it. And I think this is a really good cheat to be able to do that. Okay, so here's the finished look, and that's really it. So when taking these down, just remember to pull up and remember to take the little bottom piece out. I kept forgetting to take out the I'm trying not to say so much. I kept forgetting to take out the bobby pin. So just remember to take out the bobby pin and the little attachment at the bottom, and it's pretty much just touch and go from there. It's just really simple. And that's really it. That's the curl. And I'm just feeling through my hair, and I'm going to start separating my hair. I'm just going to pull down, try to fluff up the curl, and then after I do that, I'm going to separate. Now, I didn't over pick or style my hair like normally, so because I wanted y'all to be able to see what it looks like when you just pick your hair and when you just separate and fluff. When I style my hair, I style for myself. So just showing y'all the ending part. This was really just so you can see what it looks like when you don't over fluff too much. But because one side was not wet, I did have to detangle with coconut oil, and coconut oil is not really much of a preference for me because it doesn't seem to be doing it's combating frizz like it used to do in the beginning stages of me being natural. I found that rosemary oil works better for my hair. But you should always play around with different oils because there's just so many different oils to play around. Don't just set your eyes on coconut oil or olive oil because that's all you hear about. Go out there and do your research and you'll find there's a lot of things that will work for you. And that's really it. So this is pretty much the hairstyle. I'm picking it. When I get off camera, I get my bigger pick out and I went to town and then I styled my hair like you would see the ending picture just to my preference. But this is like a curly little afro. And that's it. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and I hope you got what you needed to learn out of this video. Bye.